Guys, to the Samsung stage. It's day 2, closing. It's the twilight hours of day 2, I think. E3 here. I'm Cam Robinson. I'm your host, and I'm joined by Amr.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking Payday 2, the Big Bank Heist.
That's right, man. Payday 2. All right. So short. Payday 2 is an action co-op game for PC.
I like this. We're straight into it. Yeah. No messing around. This is what Payday 2 is. Sorry.
We got so little time, man, and we got a heist to finish, right? We got a big bank we got to rob. All right. So Payday 2. Co-op game, 4 players, right? It's basically robbing banks with your friends, right?
Great. That's what I do in real life, so yeah, we may as well play video games too.
So it came out last summer, right? We had a stage here at E3 as well back then, and we've been continued developing it since then, right? And what we've done is that we released 30 updates.
30 updates?
30 updates. Some of it free, some of it paid, and some of it, hot fixes and all of that. But what we got is Payday 2, and Payday 2 just got this new update called the Big Bank DLC, right?
Yep.
So I don't know if you've seen it, but we've got the dentist. So the dentist is a new contact, and the dentist gives you jobs, right? And the dentist is played by Giancarlo Esposito, known for Breaking Bad, The Usual Suspects and so on. So in this heist, the Big Bank, which is the first out of 4 different heists, he's going to ask you to do the Big Bank job, he asks you to do the Green Casino heist, the Hope Diamond, and he's also going to ask you to rescue Old Hoxton from the first game, right?
Okay.
So So in the Big Bank heist, there's some things you got to do. We got a new feature called pre-planning. So pre-planning is something you do before the heist, because we're all about, making the most advanced heist game there is, In pre-planning, the gamers just huddle up, they talk about what we want to do. They got the blueprints of the heist, out in front of them, and they can pick and choose, what they want to do. You can, for example, ask if you want to have a helicopter to get you out of the heist afterwards. You can do that. If you want to have a bus go through the wall, and crash through it, you can do that. It's up to the players. So what you can see live right now is that we're in the Big Bank, right? So this bank has never been hit before.
Okay.
Right? So we're the first one to do it. It's called the Benevolent Bank, but we just call it the Big Bank, right? Because that's exactly what it is.
So you're setting up zip lines. So is this
Yeah, so we got zip lines. It's a new feature from a couple of weeks back, one of the free features we've added to the game. So you just use the zip line to get up to the crane. Because, obviously these guys screwed up, right? Just for the demo.
Yeah.
But if you screw up, it's straight to plan B. Otherwise, you can, you can case the joint, you can do stealth, you don't even have to fire a bullet to complete a heist. But in this case, they're like, screw it, all right? Let's go right in, guns blazing. So what they need to do, is they need to bring up this big piggy bank. So, the Payday franchise has been out for some time, right? And during that time, a lot of local police officers have been wounded and so on. So the local community put together a big piggy bank, as like a, to help out the local police, right? But the Payday gang found some way to use it anyway, right? So what they're doing is that they filled the piggy bank with parts of the drill. So there's a drill in there called the Beast. So you as a player have to put those parts together in front of the vault. Okay. So what they're doing right now is they're using the crane, because it's really heavy, the pig, right? To lift it up and put it out, drop it into the glass ceiling of the vault. And when it explodes, the guys got to pick up the parts up, and they got to go and drill the vault.
That's why he shot out the glass. I was wondering why he did that when he was ziplining up. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Although surely, the pig will just fall straight through that anyway, right? That looks like a heavy pig.
Yeah, it's a heavy pig, but it's going to break, when it falls, but yeah, it's awesome.
So what's new in this DLC, then, apart from this particular location? Like, what have you added?
Yeah, it's the bigger location, and really, it's a throwback to the first game, because the first game was all about, the bigger heists, the crazy stuff happening, you throwing people out of roofs and stuff like that. So this heist is super huge. It's got a huge wall, and a lot of different ways you can attack it. But other than that, it's the pre-planning feature. We also got 4 new masks based on the original presidents, George Washington, for example.
Yep.
And it's not, like his real-life replica. It's actually, from the dollar bill.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty weird, but it's cool. It's cool. That's one of the features, in Payday 2 that we've made better, since Payday the Heist, is that the mask system, for example. In Payday the Heist, it was really static. You could only choose between a dozen couple of masks, and that's it, right? You couldn't modify them in any way. But in Payday 2, there's millions of variations, right? We got like 90+ masks. You got the mask, and then you can change the pattern. You can change the color of the mask. You can change the material.
Cool.
So there's like millions of different combinations, right? So that's just one of the things, right? So as you can see, the big bank has a lot of open areas where you have to fight, and the fans have been asking for a big bank for a long time, you know, like a larger bank, because there's already banks in the game, but the fans think they're too small. And you know, we listen, we do whatever they want us to do, and now we're delivering.
So we're carrying the beast right now. These are the parts that are inside the pig, right?
Yeah, precisely so. Yeah, so it says in the top bottom right corner he's carrying the beast. So that's one of the parts. Yeah.
You need to assemble the beast. So where are they going to assemble this beast then?
They're going to assemble, in front of the vault. So that's where he's heading right now. He just has to take care of the law enforcers first.
That looks heavy. He's really slowed down.
Yeah, he's really slowed down because you got to carry. You know, you got to put it on your shoulder and you got to walk there. You know, and the beast is heavy. So something, you know, we're really proud of when it comes to our games, you know, is that since we own our own IP, you know, we're of course working with a great partner with 505 Games, right? But since we own the IP, we want to work on it and make it the best we possibly can, right? And we want to make our fans, you know, right by giving them the coolest stuff they can possibly get. So that's why we've done a lot of free stuff, you know. Previously, just before we released this one, we did a free heist, like a stealth heist called the Shadow Raid heist, where you got to get into a big warehouse during nighttime and steal a samurai armor. But now, so on Tuesday, this is going to be released.
Here we go. So we got the third part. The beast is ready.
It's ready.
All right, let's do
They're starting it, and there you go, man. The cool thing is that Payday 2 is just like its predecessor. There's a lot of random geometry. So in this heist specifically, we've tried to take that to a different level. So the vault can be on different places, and when you go into the vault, the setting is completely different, right? One time it's just one floor, you know, and some cash lying about. Another time it can be 2 floors inside the vault with gold all over the place, right?
So you never know until you get in there.
You never know. Sometimes you hit it big, sometimes it doesn't. And that's just like, you know, I wouldn't know, but that's just like, you know, doing a heist in real life.
Just like in real life, not that I would know. I've definitely never robbed a bank. Oh, God.
There's always something that goes wrong, right?
Should have kept your mask on.
There's always something that goes wrong with a heist, right? And we're trying to replicate that.
Movies have taught me anything. There's always something that goes wrong in a heist.
You know,
so what kind of obviously you guys are heavily influenced by movies and pop culture. And what are some of your like biggest draws in Payday?
Obviously, you know, we're so inspired by Heat, right? It's a great movie, you know. But there's, you know, also, you know, other games, other movies, you know. Definitely, you know, The Town and so on.
And you mentioned you could end it with escape could be a bus through the wall. Can it be a school bus? A la Batman.
Well, you know, we get our references from here and there, you know, but the fans love that, you know. They love it when we reference them. And we love to reference the fans too, you know. So we got like a lot of graffiti in the game with the fans' names and so on it.
Speaking of the fans, if you are a fan of Payday 2 and you're watching this right now, then if you've got a question for Almir, then absolutely send me a tweet to @CamFrazRob. That's @CamFrazRob, and I will read it out on stage. And we'll put it straight to the man right now. You can, if there's anything you want in upcoming updates, that just haven't happened yet. If you want to do another 30 in the next 6 months, you know, just tweet it at me, and I will ask him.
Cool.
So what's going on now? We've gone in. Are we inside the vault now?
Yeah,
we're drilling.
They're still drilling. They're still drilling.
So we're just finding off the law enforcement.
See, he's looking at the drill right now. It says 45 seconds.
Yeah,
so they're almost there. In 45 seconds, we're gonna go in.
I'm gonna go to Twitter and see if anyone's.
So you got to repair the drill as well. That's something, you know. It's funny, you know.
So the law enforcement can shoot it and damage it.
The community is always, you know, talking like, why doesn't the crew have better drills? Why do they always break down, you know? But it's an alternate universe, right? We can't have everything perfect in the game. The drills have to break to make it interesting.
We've got a first question. Are you ready? Okay, so Derek Sanzi asks, will there later be a Payday 2 Complete Edition with the base game and all of the DLC? So are you planning on doing like a Game of the Year type Complete Edition at some point?
I think that would be awesome. Yeah, to like reduce the total price and so on. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing. There's nothing we haven't done any like official release of that yet or whatever. But that sounds like a great idea.
There you go. Another question here from Andrew Barnett. He says, how many more masks are going to be added into the game? So you did mention there's...
Any more masks? Yeah.
How many more? Yeah,
how many more? Oh, that we wouldn't know. We usually add 4 more masks with each DLC or each free DLC.
Yeah.
There's actually 2 masks you can get right now during E3.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So if you get it through the Humble Bundle, you can get 2 unique masks just for $1.
Nice.
So make sure you go online, check out that E3 digital ticket if you aren't here. and get 2 masks right away.
We've got tons of questions actually. So this one from Sam Wood says, will the PC DLC come to Xbox 360?
We just did a release. It's great to hear from the Xbox players as well. We just did a press release yesterday where we said that the first 3 DLCs are coming out soon.
Fantastic.
Which we're really happy about because we know, they've been hurting for more content. And
for PlayStation 3 as well?
Yeah, for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
That was a separate question from Bo Larson, so there you go. Oh yes, will DLC updates apply to previous missions?
If they'll do what now?
Well, DLC updates apply to like previous content, basically. Previous missions.
The pre-planning is for the Big Bang for now, but we're thinking about implementing it for other missions.
Yeah.
It all depends, awesome. You don't need to pre-plan that much if you're just gonna hit a convenience store. Am I right?
Yeah,
you just go in there and just bang it up.
You wanna get
you wouldn't know, but I got my resources right.
We got a question here from Mr. Robert. It says, "Hi guys." Hi Almir, there you go.
Hi Robert.
Will Pete Gold, old Hoxton voice, be a new full character after the bank heist? Double question mark. Triple question mark.
Pete Gold, of course he'll voice old Hoxton. I mean, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah. In fact, that's what someone else asked, is how is the new /old voice Hoxton complex going to be solved?
might I just add, that is assuming that the community will be able to help him out, right? Because the dentist, played by Giancarlo Esposito, he said that he knows how to get old Hoxton out of jail, right? But it's up for the players to decide if they're able to do that or not. So it's a challenge, right?
Another question. We got loads of questions, man. This is
go ahead.
Our fans are loving.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Let's see what else we got. Is a bank layout dynamic? Yeah, you kind of alluded to that already.
Yeah,
so the vault layout.
I would say it's the Big Bank is a throwback to the first game. We're trying to find the core of the Payday franchise, so it's a lot more dynamic than other missions have been in the past. And it's it's just us listening to what the community want and running with it.
Another question.
They just completed the job, which is great. Well done. It's real quick. So
nice.
Yeah. During E3, people can come here. We're in the consumer area, so anyone without tickets can come and play.
See you at the safe house.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool.
We've got a few more questions if you don't mind. If I just keep throwing them at you, man.
Run through them.
So another one here. Oh, is the female heister still coming? We gotta know.
Yeah, of course she is. We
Fantastic.
just have to find the right time slot to release her.
Excellent. So that's a feature update. Will there ever be a Batman mask?
We'd have to talk with those guys, man.
That's true.
I mean, if you ask me, of course, I love the Batman mask. I'd love all that kind of stuff. I would love a GameSpot mask, man.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, why not?
Can I take your word on that?
Well, I don't know, yes. Because I am the man who makes all decisions at GameSpot. Absolutely. Here's a question. Will there ever be a 2-player co-op mode or a set of missions for less than 4 people? So have you ever thought about...
That's nothing we have discussed at the moment.
You always want it to be...
We aim on 4 players, but something we've done with the Big Bang is that right now you can do... in the Big Bang, we've introduced a new feature where you can actually do several objectives simultaneously. Previously, it was more linear, like do this, do that, do this, then, But now you can actually do several things at the same time, which means that people can split up into 2 different groups.
Okay.
Then you have 2 people doing 2 missions, right? But like making exclusive missions for 2 people, I have a hard time seeing that happen. But if the fans want it, we can talk about it on the forums on Steam. Go ahead. Yeah.
What about PvP? Have you guys ever thought like 2v2?
You mean regarding Hardline? We welcome the competition. That's awesome. We wish those guys the best of luck because we think we're gonna make better heist games if we get some good competition. But we're focusing more on the heist experience. Like the Quentin Tarantino of heists, like.
Yeah.
But we welcome the competition. PvP, right now we don't have any official word on it. We'd like to focus on the co-op experience because I mean, if you look at Heat, for example, they're not fighting against other robbers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's 4 or 5 guys. No, it's a tight crew making a heist, making sure they get out, and whatever follows that.
Fantastic. Well, Almir, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you and chatting to you about Payday 2, the Big Bang Heist.
Yeah,
great fun times. So when can people get their hands on the DLC?
Tuesday. So people will be able to, we'll have the creatures looking into this, the E3 building during the weekend. Some other cool streamers, Team Evil. Some other cool guys are going to be able to stream it on Twitch and so on, so that's going to be awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, great to have you on. Enjoy the rest of your E3. And coming up next, guys, we are going to just go and check out some retro gaming. This is I'm going to head off now and have a break, maybe a glass of water. Who knows? Go crazy. But I will be back tomorrow for a much more live stage show. But Chris Waters will be replacing me in this comfortable black chair. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.